Welcome to the reading. This reading would be about NeNe leaks. I'm going to be seeing like what's up between her and Bryson and Brentt. I'm going to be seeing if she loves Bryson. Like, does she hate her son? Like, what's going on with that? Because it seemed like she always had some sort of like animosity towards Bryson. So let's just see. Is Bryson just a fuck up? So she's just done? Or does she have some sort of like hatred towards Bryson? Let's see. Before I begin, let me see what's happening with NeNe. What's her current energies? And I'm going to be seeing like what's up as far as her romantic life and all of that. But what can we see? Like, what is she currently doing? Like, what's up with her vibe? What can we see? So let's see. Clinging to the past. She's not over past shit. And this is telling me it has to do with her son. Bryson. Their names are going to be confusing, so if I fuck up, my bad. But I should have wrote their names down. This is giving me... She's triggered. She's definitely triggered. Bryson reminds her of a time in her life where... And I'm sorry that it's really windy and the blinds are like slamming against each other. I ain't going to close the goddamn windows though. But it's like a vibe of like... Bryson triggers her from like a time when she was poor, a time when she was messing with particular men that didn't have money. Bryson triggers her. That's what I'm seeing. Bryson triggers her. It opens up old wounds in her life. Not just that she's currently triggered because of love, so something's going on in her love life, but Bryson is triggering her. What else can we see? What else is going on with NeNe? Well, she's not friendly at this time. This card actually flew out in reverse. So, I mean, this is actually NeNe's vibe. You know what I mean? This remind me, like, back in the time, like, fucking, 10 years ago when I used to watch The Housewives? Like, NeNe was always, like, a mean-spirited person. And I'm seeing that's what's currently happening with her now. She's back in her old NeNe energy. I don't know if it ever left, but this is giving me she's back in that sort of like devious NeNe energy from like when she was broken poor. And what did I tell you? That this Bryson situation is triggering her, right? Like, follow me here because it's deep. Bryson is just triggering her. I guess she said she used to be a stripper. I don't know. Like, it's kind of like she has resentment for Bryson. I don't know if he reminds her of, like, his father. But there's some major hatred, agitation. Not just that, it brings her back to sort of just like an energy that she wanted to release, that she didn't want to deal with. That sort of just like poverty consciousness, like being on welfare, not having enough. Not just that, like you're on welfare, you can't survive, you're stressing, so it's kind of just like, what the fuck, I'm trying to make it, I'm trying to live. Like, it's bringing her back to that energy. Not just that, it's bringing her back to those sort of just like old ways of like her not being friendly, her being mean-spirited. What else can we see? She doesn't have no more to give. This nothingness, no thingness, is kind of just like what popped up in the Doja reading I did recently, where it's kind of just like, I don't have energy to give no more. She's like, I'm over this. Like, she's like, what do you want from me? She's like, this whole situation is draining. Not just that, this is opening up old wounds that she has, that she thought she was done with, that she would never have to deal with again. And now she's back in sort of that energy. She doesn't have nothing to give. And she's tired of the burden. This is actually about, like, Bryson's situation triggering her. She's just like, I'm done. I'm done. Not just that. She's like, dude, you're just a fuck up. You're always fucking up. You're always doing dumb shit. She's just like, what more do you want from me? She's like, I don't know. It's telling me that she hates him. But this is normal. Sometimes, you know... This is how children feel about their parents. This is how parents feel about their children every once in a while. So let me ask directly, does she love Bryson? What can we see? Does NeNe Leakes love her son Bryson? Let's see. The Magician. What else can we see? She has a dude in her ear telling her like give Bryson tough love. It's like I don't know who she's dating or if she's even dating. I'm just seeing she has the guy in her life, this King of Cups, and this is a romantic interest that's telling her like love, like he hasn't learned, like just be done with it. That's what I'm seeing here. With this Magician, NeNe, she's into spell work. NeNe's definitely into spell work, and it's funny because like I was feeling this kind of like at the start of the reading, but I didn't even want to like go there because for me it's kind of just like, is that even interesting to you guys hearing about like spell work and shit? Because it's kind of just like, you know, I never want to be one of those readers where it's kind of just like everyone's fucking doing spell work and shit, right? Like, you know, that's why I don't go there unless it's telling me spell work. I'm seeing spell work, and not just that, it's kind of on the sinister side because this Magician did fall on the friendliness in reverse. And what I'm seeing here is that, and I'm gonna be real, NeNe was, and let me just say this is all alleged. NeNe definitely played a part in her husband's passing. NeNe is a ghetto witch. She's a ghetto ruthless rich, right? And I'm seeing that her son needs to watch out, I guess, because it's kind of just like his mother doesn't have sort of just like his best interests at heart. She could really do some bad things to him with this spell work. Not just that, she could have done bad things to him in the past, but it's like she doesn't want to deal with the karma of that because she understands that opens up a whole new door, right? Because, you know, like things are layered, right? Things are complicated. She knew that like her previous husband just got with her because like he liked her beauty and she wanted to come up basically. Like she didn't want to be broke no more. She didn't want to be poor. She didn't want to be on welfare. She didn't want to be struggling. So it's kind of just like, okay, like I'm gonna accept like this old ass man. Like it wasn't love, right? So it's kind of like different. She knows like spirituality, spell work is complicated. It's not kind of just simple. I'm gonna get into some of the complicated shit right now and explain like the reason why like she can like make Greg sick and fuck with like principalities or dark and demons and shit to kind of like take care of her husband. Not when I say take care of him, I mean like kill him and like make his last remaining like days on earth hell, because it's kind of just like she's like, I don't have no obligations to you. Like, yeah, we're married in the eyes of God, right? But that's why she even did a thing where like she divorced him, and it's a spiritual thing behind it. You know what I mean? And people have different beliefs too. Nothing is just set in stone when it comes to like this spell work. Like people wouldn't harm their husband, right, until their divorce, because it's kind of just, I think she even remarried him after, so I don't know. But it's kind of just like, and it's giving off like, I ain't gonna even get into that. But it's kind of just like, some people just want to cross certain boundaries because they know what it comes with. For her, she's kind of just like, I'm justified. Her spirits are telling her like, yo, you're justified. Like it was no love. You can do this. With her son, it's different because it's kind of just like, I pushed him out my vagina. He was sitting in my stomach for like so many months. You feel me? So it's kind of just like, that's a different dimension. Right? So it's kind of just like, I'm not getting love because I asked if she loves her son. And look what popped up. The King of Cups, another man, her love interest. Not just that, her wanting to do some spell work. It's like she hasn't made her mind up about this spell work. So she's practicing some sort of dark shit there in Atlanta. What else can we see? All right. There's a lot going on. She's definitely burdened. And it's giving me like how those cards went to come out burdened. I don't know if you've seen that 10 of Wands. She's like, he's been a burden as far as her romantic life. It's been a lot. It's kind of like she blames him for a lot. She's kind of just like, I had a past love I was into, but you were involved. She's kind of just like, And this is why she doesn't have so much hatred for the other son. Like, she's not tripping off the other son. Because she's kind of just like, when I was trying to make it, I was dealing with you. Like, you ruined a lot of my opportunities in the past. You ruined a past love. Something happened in a past love. And she blames Bryson for it. Or Bryce, whatever his name is. The one that's like in jail or prison, whatever. She blames him. What else can we see? Does she love her son? Does NeNe Leakes love her son? She's really bitter. Just the energy I'm getting is really bitter. She doesn't... Alright. She doesn't know. And she is thinking about karma. She is definitely thinking about karma. She just wouldn't fuck with him. She's just like, let me do my own shit. Let me just do me. Let me make my own money. She's like, I'm sick of people coming to me saying, will you support Bryson or Bryce? My apology, I didn't write down his name. My bad. But she's kind of just like, she's sick of that. She's trying to do her own thing. The Three of Pentacles is about collaborations, right? People coming to you. It can also represent people coming to you with bills, people coming to you with stress, people coming to you with debt. They have all this shit. She's having people say, are you going to support your son Bryson? Or are you going to help him out? Like, you know, he needs this, he needs that. This guy, he's trying to build. He's trying to build his own home. He's trying to work. He's trying to do his own shit, right? Then he has people coming to him with more shit. It's an energy of stress. Not just that, she does think about the karmic implications of this. The Six of Pentacles represents give and take. That's what it's about, give and take. I told you that this guy that she's dating, this romantic interest, he's kind of just like, be done with your son. Like, let him find out himself. Let him have tough love. I'm gonna be real, this isn't giving energies of love. It's kind of just like, she deals with him to an extent. She just deals with him. But she doesn't love him. She deals with him. And mainly too, because of what people will say. She understands on earth, people have families. This lady kind of has a cold spirit, a cold heart, but she knows enough that, like, you know, people do have a mother and a father, right? Like, people have families. She knows, like, how will it reflect on me? She can already see from people's reactions with people coming to her. Like, are you going to help him? So she doesn't just want to be completely fucked up. To be honest, I'm going to be real. This is just what I'm getting intuitively. She wants him just to pass away. And that's what this spell work is showing me. And it's not for any gains. She got gains when her husband passed away. That was a whole ritual and things going on with that. I'm going to be real. With this situation with her son, she just doesn't want to deal with him. It's kind of like, she tells herself, like, will I be done with this pain if he's dead? Like, will that be like the last screw in a coffin, where it's like, I can bury all this pain? That's her thinking. That's her reasoning. She's just like, I'm sick of this. But at the same time, she thinks of karma because of give and take. She's like, I don't want the scales of karma on me. Not just that, she doesn't trust her spirits fully too. She's kind of just like, her spirits are kind of a little bit on the darker side, really dark, obviously. And when I mean her spirits, I mean like the things she's affiliated with, her spirituality, the entities she speaks with. They're a little on the darker side, and she's kind of just like, she's wise enough to know that she can't fully trust him, right? Because they're just like, yo, we can make things happen. But she's kind of like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to set him up. She's kind of just like, and inwardly, she's kind of just like, I don't want to do shit. Can he just go away? Can he just die? She's like, I don't want to deal with it. Not just that, she wants this to be done. And look where this card fell, right? The Two of Wands. It's all about your standing in life. That's what she cares about. It's also like the Three of Wands. The two of Wands and the Three of Wands are basically the same, to be honest with you. It's kind of just like you planning to travel, you wanting to travel. She wants to be done. What did I tell you? And that's why I was like, look where it fell. Because it's like she doesn't want to deal with the past. This fell on the clinging to the past. She wants to move on from the past. She doesn't want to deal with that. This Bryson, he triggers her. He triggers her. She just had enough. She's just like, I'm triggered. I don't want to deal with you. Not just that, she blames him for shit. She's like, you made my life hell. She blames him for a lot. She had to do a lot in her life. She was violated. It's telling me that she was sexually assaulted, doing what she had to do to survive for him and for her. she was alone, and she is telling me she had to grow up real fast with her son. I don't know how old she was when she had him. This is just what I'm seeing. So it's kind of just like she blames him for a lot of things. This is kind of like one of those karmic situations. You know what I mean? Sometimes in the community, this is just what it is. You guys know what I mean when I say community. I'm not going to like say it like outrightly, but you guys obviously can read between the lines. This is what sometimes happens in the community. This is why it's so much hate and shit between like parents and their children. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of just like they blame them for shit. She was trying to survive. Not just that, a lot of doors was closed for her. She blames Bryson. She's like, I've been through hell. Yeah, she's good now. Like, yo, she made her money, but wounds are wounds, right? It's kind of just like if I even have a cut on my arm, it's kind of just like sometimes it itch. Like, even though it's been healed a long time, like sometimes this is just like that. Like, even sometimes I've heard ladies say things like, oh, my C-section itches, and it's been fucking years since they've had it. Like, it's just natural to, like, you know, for wounds to still be open. People think because it's like, oh, like, you know, you got money now, because NeNe ain't rich all like that now. Like, come on, you know, she made a little bit of money to get herself a house and to not have to like sell whatever. I ain't gonna even go there. But NeNe, you know what I mean? Like, she's okay as far as that. But it's kind of just like the wounds are still there. The wounds are still there. Let me actually ask, does she love her son, Brentt? That's the son I believe she had with the husband that passed away. Let's see. Does NeNe love Brentt? So let's see. Does NeNe love Brentt? There's distance between her and her children. There's distance between her and her children. NeNe, she just has kind of like a cold heart. I'm seeing distance, right? The Five of Pentacles can relate to poverty. Not just that, it speaks of a lack of something, right? When you ask, like if someone was to ask me right now, like, you know, like, oh, like, I got this job interview and they say come in like Monday or something, like, you know, what's going to be the energies around like the office? Is it going to be upbeat? Is it going to be good? Blah, blah, blah. And if this card popped up, I'm going to say, yo, you're going to feel like you're lacking. This is an energy of lacking. It's like I'm giving you guys tarot lessons and shit with how to read tarot. And to be honest, you won't really be able to make predictions just knowing the cards and be able to read it that way, to be honest with you. You really have to be intuitive. That's why so many readers, and they don't really be coming up with shit, and they don't really be knowing shit at all. Like, I've had people come to me and be like, oh, what do you have to say about my dad? Like, we're not talking at the moment, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm kind of just like, your dad isn't alive. And then they're just like, oh, shit. Because people know I don't really like to have readings on, like, people that passed away. Sometimes people like to be, like, sneaky and do shit like that. It's kind of just, like, be honest instead of thinking you can play me. Like, you can't play someone that's intuitive. But I go along with it. It's kind of just like, okay. But I'm just like, yo, your father or your mother has passed away. So, I mean, do you want me to speak beyond the grave? Because, like, and then it's kind of just like, then they send me an email like, wow, that's trippy, you knew, and I'm sorry, and blah, blah, blah. So it just is what it is. I say all that to say that there's lack. There's lack with her situation with her children. NeNe, she doesn't have a lot to give. NeNe is a hurt, wounded person. Remember how that no thingness popped up with this deck? There's distance. There's lack. What else can we see as far as NeNe and Brentt? All right, NeNe's emotions, because the card is face down. It also affects Brentt's emotion as well. I don't know if Brentt has his own shit. I'm gonna be real, but she's just like, stop depending on me for money. NeNe's fucking cold and vicious. She's like, stop depending on me for money. She's like, every time we talk on the phone, every time I'm in communication with you, it's something you need. It's something you're trying to do. She's like, aren't you of age? Not just that. Those medical bills is irritating NeNe as well. She's bitter about that. I believe that's the son that had a heart attack or something. It was something deeper going on with that. I'm not going to even get into that. There's more going on than just like a simple heart attack. But that's besides the point. Yeah, it was a heart attack, but there were some reasons for that. Let me just say that much. What I'm seeing here is that NeNe, she's kind of just like, again, like, I just don't have time for this. She's like, you guys are grown. NeNe is one of those parents where it's kind of just like, she don't really want to be dealing with shit. She's like, and let's just say, even if this guy is working an office job, whatever he's doing, it's not enough and he needs money. That's what I'm seeing. So some of you guys pop up and just like, oh, this guy works at Walmart, or this guy is a police officer. Okay, he needs money. It's still showing he needs money, right? Like, there's lawyers that need money. There's police officers that need money, that are like broken shit, that have debt, that are struggling. You know, having a job just don't mean that, you know, you can pay your bills. Because what I'm seeing here is that he's still asking his mother for shit. He still needs his mother. Not just that, again, an energy of lack. I told you lack. And look how this guy is in worry. Look at the visual here. So he's dealing with shit, and NeNe doesn't want to deal with it either. What else can we see? Again, it's not telling me love so far. It's like she's agitated with her children. The hangman, I'm not going to get into all these energies because it's trying to tell a story of their whole shit, and we're 20 minutes into the reading. How I'm going to do this is I'm going to pull from the top of the pile, and then I'm going to pull from the bottom of the pile. So let's see. Stuck. There's a lack of communication. There's a lack of communication. Not just that, she's trying to stay clear away from her son, Brentt. It's because of bills. And look what popped up again. The fucking Three of Pentacles. This popped up with Bryson. Remember? And now this is popping up with Brentt. She just don't have time for it. She's like, and that's the energy that I have. The energy is like, and I'm not trying to like slam my hand on the table. I know some readers like to be dramatic like that. I wish I had the luxury to do that. But if I do that, my phone's going to fucking fall and shit, fall flat and shit. And it's just going to be irritating. But I wish I could slam my hand real hard against the table. Because that's her vibe. She's like, I'm tired of this shit. Like, I ain't got time for this. She's like, you guys keep irritating me with bills, with shit. She's like, I don't have time. It's not an energy of love. Right? I mean, the Two of Cups didn't pop up, right? The 10 of Pentacles, which speak of legacy, like fucking, let me do something for my children. That didn't pop up. The fucking 10 of Cups, love, happiness, fucking family didn't pop up. This is shit like you guys and your bills and your fuck shit. Not just that, again, not communicating, a lack of communication with this hangman, being stuck. It's like she leaves this guy on... It's a word for it. I forget, like, where you don't respond to someone. Fuck, I wish I could remember now. I hate when I do these pauses. It's not out in the cold, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. Like, when you give someone, like, the cold shoulder, you don't respond to their calls. She's not trying to respond to him. She's not trying to deal with him because she's just like, it's bills. And she's like, I'm not even rich like that, to be honest. Like, I don't know what she's doing. But it's kind of like she had to pay a shit ton of taxes. She still got shit she has to pay for. She's still surviving. She's worrying about her own health, her own bills, her own shit. She's just like, I ain't got time to be paying y'all shit. That's just what I'm getting. So, all right. That's how she feel about her son, Brentt. Is there love? I'm not going to say love. It's kind of like she's just dealing with him, guys. I mean, and not just that, she doesn't even want to do that. Now, let me see. What's going on in her love life? What can we see as far as NeNe's love life? So, NeNe, she's definitely that type. That shit is funny. All right. Burden. I told you that. I believe this is... I don't know if this is one of the cards that popped up. But at the start of reading, I told you that it was kind of just like issues because of love. Not just that. It was telling me because of Bryson. And she's dealing with burden. What is this burden about? What can we get into as far as this burden? Why is this love situation causing a burden for her? What can we see? Why is this love situation causing a burden for her? Oh, heartache. There's heartache. There's been betrayal as well. This 10 of Swords. Not just that, they're both to blame. They both have blame. This card fell out sideways, and it's telling me for both of them. They've both did some backstabbing shit. Not just that, there's been thievery with one of her romantic interests. It's telling me not her current one, but her previous one. There's been thievery. So some guy that she was romantically involved with was trying to steal from her. Not just that, this current situation that she's dealing with. She's been cheating on him, and he's been cheating on her. The Ten of Swords, there's been backstabbing. Toxic, it's toxic vibes. It's not looking too good. What else can we see? What can we see as far as this love situation? Because it's giving me like toxic energies. Cheating and shit. Burden. Not just that, NeNe, she doesn't have the best luck when it comes to love. What else can we see? Illusions. The moon. Lies. Not just that, she's dealing with too much in her life right now. She's dealing with too much in her life right now. And bills. There's something going on with bills. You know, I don't know. But it's just bills. Like, I'm seeing bills. She has bills. Her son's medical bills. Not just that, her own medical bills. She's been triggered because of what happened with her son. So she's been seeing the doctor a little bit extra lately, is what I'm seeing. She's been incurring a lot of bills. So she just don't have time for love. Like, yeah, she still talks to someone. Because obviously NeNe, she has to get her rocks off, right? But what I'm seeing here is that illusions, lies, cheating. Not just that, she has like shit going on with her life, her own shit. Not just that, she doesn't know what she really wants to do. And this guy, he doesn't know what he really wants. It's kind of just like, they don't know what they want. I'm seeing that she finds herself in situations where the guys really don't know what they want. Not just that, she's really big on not knowing what she wants. It's kind of just like, one minute she wants to settle, she wants to find someone, she wants it to be official. Then the next, she's kind of just like, okay, I'm not ready for this. And then it's kind of just like life triggers her. It's like if there's bills. I have a lot of dust and shit on this desk right now. But yeah, if there's a lot of bills and bullshit going on in life, it makes her angry and it makes her bitter. So it's kind of just like, yeah, she's talking to someone, but I'm seeing it's kind of just like illusions and lies and shit. They're both cheating, and she just get triggered with life, where she's just like, I'm done. This is actually really fascinating. Really fascinating. I'm gonna just say that much. This reading was actually really fascinating. I enjoyed it. If you guys made it this far, definitely press the thumbs up button and take care for now.